A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a surprising move that has sent shockwaves through European capitals and beyond, President Donald Trump announced on Saturday that a hefty 30% tariff will be imposed on goods imported from both the European Union and Mexico, effective August 1st. The announcement was made via letters posted on his social media platform, Truth Social, and has raised concerns about a potential trade war as negotiations for a comprehensive trade agreement had been ongoing for months. The EU, alongside the U.S. Trade Representative Jamieson Greer, believed they were close to a deal that would involve a significantly lower 10% tariff, a figure that already represented a considerable increase from pre-Trump levels. The abrupt hike to 30% was met with disbelief, as it jeopardizes the fragile talks and risks a retaliatory response from the EU, which could implement 21 billion euros, $24.6 billion, in countermeasures. The EU's trade ministers are scheduled to meet on Monday to discuss their next steps. In his communication with Mexico's leadership, Trump acknowledged the country's cooperation in curbing undocumented migration and fentanyl trafficking, but criticized it for not doing enough to prevent North America from becoming a narco-trafficking playground. He expressed dissatisfaction with the long-standing trade relationship with the EU, labeling it as unreciprocal and a source of persistent trade deficits. European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen responded by emphasizing that the new tariffs would disrupt transatlantic supply chains and harm businesses and consumers on both sides of the Atlantic. She reiterated the EU's readiness to negotiate a fair agreement while warning of necessary countermeasures if the U.S. proceeds with the tariff hike. Italian Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni echoed these sentiments, calling for goodwill to reach an equitable agreement that would strengthen transatlantic ties rather than incite conflict. The tariffs, which also extend to other major economies like Japan, South Korea, and Brazil, signal a significant shift in U.S. trade policy under Trump, who has previously described the EU as tougher than China in trade matters. Despite the ongoing negotiations, Trump's latest move has created an atmosphere of distrust, with countries now reassessing their strategies to mitigate exposure to the U.S. economy. Former Congressional Budget Office Director Douglas Holtz-Eakin remarked that these letters indicate a lack of serious trade discussions over the past months, as nations focus on safeguarding their interests rather than engaging in productive dialogue. The implications of this tariff announcement are vast, threatening to impact various sectors, including the import of low-margin goods like Belgian chocolate, Irish butter, and Italian olive oil. As the EU braces for potential fallout, the coming days will be critical in determining whether a trade war can be averted or if tensions will escalate further. With Trump's unpredictable approach to international trade, the global economic landscape remains uncertain, prompting urgent discussions among nations about the future of their trading relationships. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.